Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to The Athletic, Man United working on signing Adrian Rabiot from Juventus. Manchester United have agreed a £15 million fee for Adrian Rabiot. Adrian Rabiot is at Juventus. He's got a year left on his contract. Juventus got Adrian Rabiot on a free transfer from PSG. Before, he's had 2 loan spells with Toulouse. So that's the news on him. Now I want to give you some news on Marko Arnautovic. So Man United recently had a bid of around 7.5 million rejected for Marko Arnautovic. Man United are keen on signing Arnautovic. He is at Bologna. Marko Arnautovic is a former West Ham and Stoke City player, so he's played in the Premier League before, so he's, proven in the Premier League. So that's the news on him. So far this summer, Manchester United have made 3 signings. Manchester United signed Terrell Malacia from Feyenoord, signed Christian Erickson on a free transfer. Erickson signed a 3-year contract. And Manchester United signed Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. Let me put into the equation, Man United have let quite a lot of players go this year. Lee Grant left earlier on this year. Dean Henderson went out on loan to Nottingham Forest. Alex Telles recently went out on loan to Sevilla. Manchester United sold Andres Pereira to Fulham. Man United let Matic go. Matic went to Roma, so he's reuniting with Jose Mourinho. Man United let Pogba go on a free. Pogba went back to Juventus. We also let Jesse Lingard go. He joined Nottingham Forest. Juan Mata left Manchester United earlier on this year. Edison Cavani also left. And quite a few young players left. Didn't they? And like I've said, more players are on their way out of the club. Jones is on his way out of the club. Bailly, I think, is going to be leaving. Maguire could leave next year. Tuanzebe is on his way out of the club. Last season he was out on loan with Aston Villa. He's enjoyed 3 loan spells with Aston Villa. Delors and Bissaka, I think, are on their way out of the club. Next year, I think Lindelof and Fred could be leaving. Do you think Manchester United could still sell Anthony Martial? Martial missed the game against Brighton due to injury. To Martial's credit, he did well in pre-season, scored quite a few goals. Last season, Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. Ronaldo, he could still leave Manchester United. Ronaldo didn't start the game against Brighton, but he did come off the bench. Don't forget, Ronaldo played in Manchester United's final pre-season friendly against Rayo Vallecano, but Ronaldo left Old Trafford before the end of Man United's friendly. Ronaldo missed most of Man United's pre-season games due to family reasons. Not so long ago it said that Ronaldo wanted his Man United contract ripped up so he could leave on a free transfer. Recently Ronaldo held talks with Galatasaray. A number of clubs have been in for him. So there you go. Players are going to stay at Manchester United. David De Gea, I think he'll stay for a while yet. De Gea intends on finishing his career at Manchester United. This got mentioned not so long ago. De Gea is regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He was sensational last season. He was in goal in pre-season games. He missed one game because he picked up an injury in Man United's 4-0 win against Liverpool in Bangkok. Earlier on this year, De Gea won the Players' Player of the Year. He's won everything domestically at the football club and made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. De Gea has endured around 11 years at Man United, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Man United did get De Gea from Atletico Madrid back in 2011. Luke Shaw, he'll be staying at Manchester United this year. Could stay next year as well. I'm hoping this season Luke Shaw can enjoy a good season, because I thought last season he was poor, but there again he had quite a few injuries. He had illness not so long ago. He played in Man United's 2-1 defeat to Brighton yesterday. He actually received a yellow card in the game. Shaw's enjoyed around 9 seasons at Man United. He has been a long-serving player. His contract at the club expires next year. Obviously, Terrell Malacia will stay at Man United. He came on and made his Premier League debut against Brighton. Like I said, Manchester United got him from Feyenoord. Lisandro Martinez, of course, he'll stay. Man United signed him not so long ago. Like I said earlier, Man United got Lisandro Martinez in a deal worth 57 million from Ajax. Martinez signed a contract with Man United until 2027. There's an option of a further 12 months. Martinez made his Premier League debut yesterday. He did receive a yellow card in the game. Rafael Varane, he'll be staying at Manchester United. He deserves at least this season. Varane struggled with his fitness throughout pre-season, didn't he? Don't forget. He's had quite a few injuries as a United player. Varane has not done as well, though, as a lot of United fans expected. You know, Varane, he's one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced. He's got a good pedigree behind him, because look at the amount of silverware he won when he was at Real Madrid, and he was also a long-serving player at Real Madrid. You know, he was at Real Madrid for a good 10 years or so. Bruno Fernandez, he'll be staying at Manchester United. You know, I'm hoping this season he can improve. I thought last season he had a lot of poor games, but like I've said, Fernandez has not been the same player since, you know, Ronaldo re-signed for the club. But prior to Ronaldo re-signing, you know, we was getting the best out of Bruno Fernandez. But despite that, all of that, you know, Fernandez is still one of the best players we've got, and he's certainly one of the best signings we've made since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Fernandez has been a United player for over 2 years. Man United got him from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. Christian Erickson, obviously he'll be staying at Manchester United. Probably will see out his contract. You know, Erickson played against Brighton yesterday. That was his Premier League debut. He was actually up top. He did actually have a good chance in the game from pretty far out. Donny van der Beek, you know, he'll be staying at Manchester United, because I'm convinced that Van der Beek's going to get his opportunities under Erik ten Hag. Van der Beek played a part in Man United's 2-1 defeat to Brighton yesterday, came on in the game. You know, last season Van der Beek was out on loan with Everton. Van der Beek, you know, didn't get enough opportunities when we had Rangnick, didn't get enough opportunities under Solskjaer, so that explains why United loaned him out. We got Donny van der Beek from Ajax in a deal worth, 40 million? It was 35 million up front with 5 million in add-ons. I think Fred will be staying at the club this year, but like I said earlier, I think he could be leaving next year. Hannibal Mejbri will be staying. Don't forget that Mejbri made his first start in Man United's defeat to Crystal Palace in the final game of last season. I think he started on the left-hand side. Garnacho, I think he'll stay at Man United. He looks a good asset. Marcus Rashford, I think he'll also be staying at the club. Well, at least this year anyway. I'm hoping this season Rashford can improve. Last season Rashford was actually poor in a lot of games. To Rashford's credit though, he didn't do too bad in pre-season. You know, scored some goals. He's a good young player, Rashford, but a lot of United fans have said he hasn't been the same player since he had that operation on his shoulder. He missed the first 2 months of last season with that shoulder problem. Rashford has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy. He's been a United player since the age of 7, and he broke into our senior squad back in 2016. His contract expires next year. Jadon Sancho, he'll be staying at Manchester United. We're getting the best out of Sancho now, to be fair. Of course, he played against Brighton yesterday. Just come back from illness not so long ago. You know, like I said, Sancho was good throughout pre-season, scored quite a few goals. He was good towards the end of last season as well. Sancho didn't enjoy the best of starts to his Man United career, you know. But like I said so many times, not every player settles in straight away. You know, some players do need time. Sancho did enjoy 4 good years with Borussia Dortmund before he came back to before he came to United. Man United signed Sancho from Dortmund in a deal worth 78 million with add-ons included. Amad Diallo Traore, I think, will be staying at the club. Don't forget, last season he was out on loan with Rangers. But, you know, reflecting on that, he did gain some experience. Man United got Amad Diallo from Atalanta in a deal worth 37 million. Man United paid 19 million up front and the rest was add-ons. And Facundo Palestra, do you think he'll be staying? He may do. He was out on loan before. Scott McTominay, he'll probably stay at Manchester United as well. I think McTominay is not good enough to represent the club, but I would still give him a bit more time because he's still young, got a lot of development in him. You know, Scott McTominay has played a hell of a lot of games alongside Fred in the centre of midfield. And quite clearly, Fred and McTominay do not complement each other. So there you go. On my last video, I gave you the match reaction from Man United's game against Brighton at Old Trafford. You know, Man United lost their opening game to Brighton and Hove Albion 2-1 at Old Trafford. Like I said, Erik ten Hag's reign as manager got off to an awful start. Like I said, both of Brighton's goals came from Pascal Gross. Danny Welbeck got an assist for one of Pascal Gross's goals. And Man United's goal was an own goal by Alexis McAllister. Don't forget VAR intervened for that goal. Obviously at the first VAR were checking for the possible handball, and then it switched to checking for a possible offside. But Manchester United's next game is Brentford. And that's a game where you have to win. You know, I'm not going to, criticise Erik ten Hag or anything after losing our opening game, because it's, the season's only just started. Like I said, Erik ten Hag needs time. But anyway, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.